Hey guys, and welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day on Weight Watchers Blue Plan.
This is that once in a lifetime.
Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are brand new and you're just finding me. My name is Olivia and I'm on Weight Watchers Blue Plan and I get 24 points in a day. I'm going to share with you what I'm eating today on Weight Watchers. This is kind of my day to share with you what I use and eat when I'm kind of like looking to really stay on track in a day. So I will ultimately try and hit my 24 points and stay within them today. So I'll share with you my breakfast, my lunch, if I have a snack, and my dinner and dessert today. So thanks for joining me, and I would love it if you wanted to stick around for future videos. Hit the red subscribe button down below and join my channel. You can hit the notification bell as well so that you get notified when I post new videos, and also you can find me over on Instagram. I'm at OliviaFredaCurves over there, and I post lots of different content over there as well. So thank you for joining me, guys. So you just saw me make my breakfast this morning. Went ahead and had a smoothie this morning. I just wanted something kind of like fruity and light, so I went with the Revive. This is the Superfoods Revive smoothies, and if you don't know about these, I know there's a lot of different brands that do similar style smoothies. This basically is I have the acai twist. Acai? Anyways, that's what I'm having today. So these are just premium or ready to blend smoothies, and it says that they're gluten-free, there's no added sugar, they're plant-based, and they're dairy-free. So for calories for this one, it is 159 calories, and I don't add almond milk, or I don't add any type of dairy to them because I actually prefer my smoothies to be a little bit more on the fruity side. I don't want them to have any kind of like creaminess. I know a lot of people love that, but I'm just not one of those people. So there is, in terms of ingredients, there's banana, blueberries, cherries, raspberries, acai berries, and then it does say that there's chia seeds in this one. So I do want to account for something, so I don't count for blended fruit. I know that there are a lot of people that don't as well. Weight Watchers does have you account for blended fruit, but I do not abide by that. I don't count the blended fruit, so it'll be 0 for all the fruit, but I'm gonna count 1 point for whatever in terms of seeds are in there, because they would have a point associated with them. So we're gonna go ahead and count 1 point for the smoothie. And I am having my hot coffee today, which I do bounce back and forth between my hot coffee, and then I'll also have my Premier Protein caramel shake, which I have over 2 shots of espresso over some ice. And then if I'm not having that, I'm having my hot coffee. So in this one, I do have 1 teaspoon of sugar, I have 2 tablespoons of cream, and I have 1 scoop of the Vital Proteins collagen powder, which is 0 points. And that all in all is 3 points. So for my breakfast today, it's a 4-point breakfast because I'm counting 1 point here for the chia seeds and 3 points for my coffee. And then I'm also gonna be having my water. So I just filled this up and it's so heavy, but this is my Hydro Jug, and I share this in probably every video, but it is what I drink out of every single day. I try and get in a lot of water, so I will try my hardest to get through one of these today, add 2 if I'm feeling really ambitious. But I do have a coupon code for Hydro Jug. I will link it down below. It's not a commission-based code or anything like that. It's just a percentage off for you guys. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my breakfast. I have work to do, so I'm gonna get going on that, and then I will meet you guys back here for lunch. Hey guys, okay, so it's lunchtime and I'm definitely ready to put something yummy together for lunch. And I think this is similar to one of the bowls that I made back in one of my earlier videos. And I think I call it, like, it's kind of like my protein power bowl. I just like to fill up on a few different things. When I have a bunch of things in the fridge or the cupboard that are fresh and that I like to use up, I definitely love to make a big bowl. What I mean by that is I have some leftover chicken. So this is chicken that I made the other night, and I'm just gonna use it up so I, don't waste any chicken. So I'm gonna heat that up in the microwave, and then with that, I'm gonna have a little bit of the, these are those superfood selections. This is the sweet kale mix, and so it looks just like this. And I just picked this up at Walmart, and it basically has a combination of broccoli, green cabbage, Brussels sprouts, kale, chicory, dried cranberries, pumpkin seeds, and the poppy seed dressing. So I don't actually end up using much of the dressing at all. So it can be a little bit higher in point because that the dressing plus like the seeds as well, they can be where you're gonna get your points for this. So I'm gonna use, I don't know, probably around half a cup, and I'm only going to, count 3 points for this. If that, honestly, I just don't use that much of the dressing, so that's that. I'm also gonna have a little bit of rice on the side. So if you guys have seen a couple of my videos, these are my go-tos, these Bistro Express Uncle Ben's rice, and this is the jambalaya style. I love the flavor of this one. I also love the Mexican style rice. Like, I love these rice. They're just super easy to throw in the microwave. So I'm only gonna have a third a cup of the rice, which I think is, let me just double check the points on that. So for a third of a cup, it's going to be 2 points, which is great. And it's just a tiny bit of rice just to add something extra to my lunch. I'm also gonna have some chickpeas. Again, if you guys watch my channel, in my cupboard, I like to keep some chickpeas on hand just because they're easy to snack on. They're 0 points, they're a great source of protein, and I love to add them to bowls like this. And then I'm also going to use some of the produce that I have in my fridge, and so I'm gonna use shock at the center. I'm gonna use a tomato. I love tomatoes. I'm also gonna use and cut up some red bell pepper. I will also use some green onion and some cucumber. So that's gonna be it for this little, I don't know, like little protein power bowl. I'm gonna put it together. I'll show you what it looks like. It's just a really nice filling lunch. And yeah, so let's get going on putting all of this together. So there is my 5-point protein power bowl all plated up. It just looks so delicious, so colorful, and the flavors are gonna mix really well together. So I'm so excited to dig into this. Okay, so just so you guys can see for portion size, that's my lunch right here, and I'm so excited to dig in. This is the type of lunch that, again, I have on a regular basis, and hopefully it's not too repetitive because I'm sure you've seen me make something like this before, but I'm just using up kind of the ingredients, the typical ingredients that I have in my kitchen, and things that I've used along my journey. So that's another question. I feel like I always forget to mention this in my videos. I lost 56 pounds on Weight Watchers. I am 5'9.5", so like I'll post it before and after just so you guys can see, but like it's just come off kind of like everywhere gradually, and there is a difference, but I did do it in a slower kind of way. So anyways, this is the type of stuff that I eat a lot of, and I think I'll be making snack today. I'm gonna have fruit for snack, so I will share that with you when I do have snack today. But yeah, other than that, this is a filling option. Something's gonna take me over until dinner, and I'll try and get my water. I'm about a quarter into my water, which is terrible, but we'll do it. I need to just remind myself, drink your water, Olivia. Let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna go eat, and I will see you guys back here for a snack. Okay, so it is snack time. It's around 3:15, and I'm gonna go ahead and have some strawberries and some blueberries, and just enjoy a little bit of some fresh fruit that we have, just because I also don't want it to go bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat some of this, and I will meet you guys back here for dinner. Hey guys, okay, welcome back to dinner. We are going to get going on tonight's recipe, and I'm so excited because we have a recipe from the From Your Plate to Mine segment. And if you don't know what that is, I think a few weeks ago I started to ask you guys for inspiration and for recipe ideas that were WW friendly, and I give you a little shout out when I try and recreate your recipe. It's called the From Your Plate to Mine segment. So I figured I would bring it back this week, and we're gonna use that for tonight's dinner. So if you are interested in giving me suggestions, I would really appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section down below some of your favorite recipes, and then I could, you know, use it in a future video, give you a little shout out. So I would really appreciate that. But tonight's recipe comes from Susan Davidson, so thank you so much, Susan, for suggesting the Big Mac salad tonight. I know that Susan kind of listed out the ingredients, super helpful, and then I also kind of looked up online as well kind of what you might need for this salad. It seems pretty easy. Now, Susan kindly suggested using the Thousand Island dressing, which I absolutely love, and I have it in the fridge on standby if my concoction doesn't work out, because I thought I might try and make my own dressing, because in my kind of research of the Big Mac Copycat salads, I did see a lot of people just made a dressing themselves, and it seemed pretty easy. I think I've got the ingredients on hand. We'll see, and if it does not work out, then we've got Thousand Island sitting in the fridge ready to go, waiting in the wings. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the dressing tonight. And then of course, star of the show is Mr. Lean Ground Beef, which I just picked this up from Walmart, and for 3 ounces, I think it's 3 points. I'm gonna mix this ahead of time and try and season it up as best as I can, but I'll share with you, of course, when I do that, what's going into that. And when I make the dressing, I will also just kind of make that ahead, and I'll share with you what goes into the dressing as well. So hopefully that works out, fingers crossed. If it doesn't, no big deal, Thousand Island in the fridge. So anyways, all that being said, let's get into tonight's recipe, and we have another segment of the From Your Plate to Mine. Okay, so I'm just mincing up this onion here just so that it's nice and fine for the mixture. Might actually be too much, but I think we'll like that flavor. And next we're going to include a little bit of minced pickles. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out, I think 1 should be fine. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and assemble the sauce. So we're gonna start out with 2 tablespoons of the Hellmann's half the fat mayo. You could definitely use full fat. I actually don't have any on hand. So we're gonna go ahead with 2 tablespoons of the, then you're gonna want 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and I just have the regular ketchup. I didn't have sugar-free, so we're just gonna roll with that. So 1. Then we're going in with 2 tablespoons of the Greek yogurt. Then you want 1 tablespoon of water. It's also calling for white vinegar, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use pickle juice. So I'm just gonna use, it's just 1 teaspoon, and I think that will be pretty close. So we're just gonna go ahead with the pickle juice. And then you're gonna also want 1 teaspoon of any sweetener or sugar alternative that you have. I have the Lakanto monk fruit sweetener, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pop that in as well. And then you also want a pinch of salt as well. It should look something like this in the bowl, and I'm just gonna go ahead and mix all this together. I'll also add in, of course, the pickle and onion mixture before I forget. So let's just go in with that. Okay, so the sauce has all come together, and I just did a little taste test. It's actually really good. So it does have a Thousand Island flavor, also like the Big Mac flavor. It just tastes a little bit different because I'm using like half the fat stuff or the sugar alternative, so I can tell the slight difference, but this is delicious. I'm actually super excited for this. Okay, so let's get on to mixing the meat. Okay, so I'm just going to open up the beef. So to the beef mixture, I'm actually going to add a little bit of garlic powder. I'm just gonna use about 1/4 a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more. I like some garlic flavor. I'm also going in with some onion powder as well. And then we're gonna go ahead with a little bit of salt. Really enough. And then of course some black pepper as well. And then we're gonna mix this up. Okay, so I just have a pan here going over some medium heat. I'm just gonna spray in a little bit of Pam just in case it needs it, because it is lean ground beef. So I'm just gonna give it a little light spray, and we're just gonna transfer all of this in. Okay, so the meat is all cooked. I drained it, and now I'm just gonna set this to the side while I just kind of cut up the vegetables. So I'm gonna use a tomato. So we're just going to slice this up like this. Some of the onion from before. Then some pickles. Okay, so now I'm assembling the salad. I just put a little plate together with some iceberg and romaine. So just so I have a little bit of mixture. I love the crunch of iceberg, even though I know there's pretty much like no nutritional value, but we're gonna go ahead with that. And then of course, I'm gonna have some tomato, cucumber, or pickles. I'm gonna go with pickles. Some onion. So this is what the salad's looking like before I add the meat and the cheese and the sauce. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and add 3 ounces of the meat, but I'm gonna weigh that out, so I'm just gonna grab my food scale. Okay, so I have my salad just sitting on my food scale, and I'm gonna go ahead and spoon on 3 ounces of the beef. Let's just see what that ends up being. Okay. And then next up I'm going in with a 1/4 cup of this Great Value Mozza Cheddar Light shredded cheese. Just gonna grab my measuring cup. It's actually a really good amount of cheese, so I'm just going to sprinkle that all over. In with the sauce, which I'm just gonna use probably just a couple of dollops, which I'm gonna count out to be 2 points because I'm really not using that much of it. Let's just... Okay guys, here is my WW friendly Big Mac Copycat salad. I'm really excited to try this out. It smells delicious. It doesn't look super pretty, but I promise you it does smell good. So I'm gonna do a little taste test to share with you guys what I think. It's altogether 7 points in total, which for this plate and this amount, it's actually very generous. So really excited. So I'm gonna let you guys know what I think of this. Let's try it out. Okay, just so you can see for size reference, it's a really great portion, and I'm so excited for this version of From Your Plate to Mine. Thank you again, Susan, for suggesting this, because I would not have tried this just because it's not something I'm totally drawn to, but it smells delicious and I'm really excited to give it a little taste test. So I'm gonna let you guys know what it tastes like with the sauce and everything. So let's go for it. Okay, so first bite is actually very delicious. I am impressed, honestly. I didn't know if this was gonna be one of the recipes where I feel like I'm sort of excited about it because I'm not really into, though I love a taco salad. Give me a taco salad any day, and that's with ground beef. So I don't know what that's about, but I didn't think I would really like this as much as I am liking it. It's actually really good. That sauce, I think for me, makes it. It's really delicious. There might be even better versions of that sauce that I didn't find online for this specific segment. So let me know down below if there's an even better recipe for the Big Mac sauce that you guys know about, or it's tried and true. This, honestly, for the portion size that you get, it's actually delicious. It's a great summer meal, and super excited to dig into this. So that being said, I'm not gonna stare at this any longer. I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and enjoy my dinner, and I will meet you guys back here for dessert. Okay, dinner was delicious. 10 out of 10, would totally make that again. Very impressed, but I do have some room for dessert, even though it was really filling. Honestly, it was filling. I have enough points left in the day to have 2 different things, and I'm really excited. I'm gonna have some Fruit Loops. So I picked these up at the grocery store. They came in this really cute little snack pack, and for 3/4 of a cup, this will be 4 points. So I'm gonna have some Fruit Loops to snack on, and then I'm also going to have this I found at the grocery store. It's a fudge smoothie bar, so it looks like this. And for one of these bars, it's actually a pretty good size. It's 4 points. So I'm gonna go ahead with a fudge smoothie bar, and then I'm also going to have my Fruit Loops on the side. Do they just not smell like childhood? Fruit Loops? Yes, absolutely yes to Fruit Loops. All right, I'm just gonna pour out 3/4 of a cup. Ooh, come on. Okay. There's my dessert, my cute little bowl of Fruit Loops, my little fudge smoothie bar. I'm gonna go ahead and watch a little, I think I'm watching Ozark tonight. Let me know if you guys are watching any really good Netflix recommendations, because I'm on the hunt. I have also heard Good Girls, I think that's what it's called, with Love Christina Hendricks. Yes, so I feel like that's a really good series, and I'm gonna check that out after Ozark, which I'm on the latest season, and it started out and I was kind of like, I don't know. And now I'm like, yeah, I'm fully roped in. They reeled me in and I'm here for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go and chill, sit down. Oh, also, I'm just about finished my water for today. So super excited about that. I actually did it. I committed and I made sure I did it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. So thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please do remember to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out me and helps out my channel. Also, you can share this video if you want, and share it with your friends if they're interested in any WW inspo. And of course, guys, don't forget you can find me over on Instagram. I'm at OliviaFredaCurves over there. It's always linked in the description box down below, but I would love it if you wanted to come check me out over there as well. And don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and make sure you're subscribed for future videos if you haven't already. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate you coming in and checking out my videos. So I guess I will see you guys in my next one. Hope you have a great day wherever you are, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.